Hello, guys. It's 7 o'clock. It's Wednesday, which is a new Saturday, and it's Lengro Live. How are you all doing? Make sure I've got the signs around me tonight to remind you what to do, because we can't ask you to do it on Facebook. But we have got some amazing guests lined up for you tonight, and you need to be prepared because tomorrow sees a full moon in Aries. We also have the planet Mars retrograde for the whole of October. He's been there a while anyway, and we have a lot of other planetary activity. So I am here with my tarot cards, while the lovely Laura Ann Renwick works busily away on my tarot cards. So if you are checking in and watching Laura, I'm sending huge love to you, and keep working. We're going to print next week, guys, and I can't wait to show you the Claire Lengro Romany Gypsy tarot cards. But in the meantime, we're going to stick with this pack for tonight. I am over the moon to have coming on the show later the amazing Shelley Wood, who is not only a single mother and an entrepreneur, but a mentor and somebody who runs a 5-step program that's for free and that you guys are going to want to hear about. There's Helen. Helen, how are you this evening? If you have read this week's Lengro magazine, if you haven't, you can find it at www.clairepetulengro.tv. Then you will know that in this issue, we are talking, issue 19, by the way, guys, about positivity. Through a rather awkward spelling mistake on my editor's sheet, I meant to say something else beginning with W, but for issue 19, it became positivity and wine. So we were talking wine in the issues, and I have been challenged to a wine tasting test at the end of the show. You'll note that my Lengro family know me very well indeed. I'm not allowed alcohol until I've finished going live, guys. But you'll see why after a sip. Stephen Cates, are you single, Stephen? Jackie's going to be here shortly. We are looking for contestants for Love Stars, our new online show that we're bringing to you to find love through the stars. There's Stuart. He's excited. Look, he knows it's Lengro Wednesday. Hello, gorgeous to you too, Helen Third. Hello, Gemma Louise. Please make sure that you do tell everybody about our show and help us get our followers up, guys. Helen Allen, you're full of cold. I think I better pull a card for you then, don't you? Let's have a look. I've stolen Richard's artist tray. There we go. We've also got the lovely Linda Ann Routledge watching, who is none other than Gemma's mummy. And we've got a recipe in Lengro's kitchen from her next week. But I won't tell you what it is, but maybe we can get it out of Gem later. Let's have a look. Okay, so a death card, undignified, which means upside down, stands for the ending of something. Again, a slow and partial change. So something that's already ended for you, Helen, it's taking a long time for that to reverberate to a physical reality as well. Sometimes the mental takes longer, doesn't it? You've got this, Helen. Maybe you having that cold means it's the time to feed yourself up. That's a link to another guest that's coming on. We have the amazing Jan Bray, who I absolutely adore. And she's popping in to have a chat with us as well tonight. So if you have any questions about health, any questions about how to be positive, do you want to know how you can wing it or sing it? All of those guys are in the house, and we can also get beneath the covers in a moment as well. Look, there is our little boy of the family. It's Alex Nagel, who has an amazing new podcast out as well. Alex, we have to get you on the show soon as well, don't we? Let's have a look. Sophisticated. Oh, I may reveal at the end of the show why I don't look so sophisticated, but I did get quickly changed after my my 2 p.m. show, and I've been working away on the online course for my new cards. I also have new oils arriving from Sicily. Sam from Lengro, she's at work tonight at the Ministry of Defence. Hope you're okay there, Sam. She's jumping up and down, and I know you can get through your meeting tonight, Sam, because that yellow lemon and green lemon, we can play with them tomorrow. Pat Taylor's back as well. Look, everyone's saying, how are you, Alex? Let's pick Nicola Marmont for a reading, shall we? So you're not feeling great at the moment. You're drained. with a sore throat. We're going to have Laura back on next week. She's really been under the time clock, making sure they're perfect. She's a Virgo, guys. If you work with a Virgo artist, you know they want to check and double check. And the amazing thing, I'm just about to come to you, Nicola, is that when you go to the process of getting your tarot cards to the printers, it's not just the process of giving them to them. They have to go and have templates made. There's a bleed it has to fit to. And I don't know any other person in the universe that could have taken the stress that Laura has been under. So she is one positive person that is in the house tonight. Spot on for you, Helen. You are very welcome. Did I just have somebody up then? I think I did. Let's go back. Nicola Marmont. I did. I had you. Okay. Nicola Marmont, you look like a fighter to me. Don't forget, guys, that I like to see your star sign as well. We have Mercury going retrograde on the 13th of October. I know as an astrologer that I will back all of my work up before then. I know that I won't bother traveling after then unless I know I can afford to pay for excess expenses. Do you know what I'm saying? Stay with me and I will teach you all about the planets. Lovely card for you, Nicola. You might not be feeling strong at the moment, but you do have the Chariot card. So it means I was right looking at you. You're a fighter. You're somebody that's ready. But at the moment, the Chariot card, it also looks in every direction. So you don't know where you're going. Do you feel at the moment a little bit like a rabbit caught in headlights? If you've got that feeling, then just stop, just refresh. The full moon tomorrow will bring anxieties to a head, but it will give you more options than you've got now, okay? Ace of Wands is another card that I have drawn for you here. An ace of anything, especially of the wands, is creative. It's like lighting a spark. So you're going to have ideas from the way that you feel over the next few days and weeks, Nicola. So you're going to get better. Make sure you get that chicken soup on the go. Why not cook some homemade chicken soup and read a bit of Chicken Soup for the Soul? Sounds like a good plan to me. Let's have a look. The outfit changes. Yes, I do change outfits a lot. There is Leslie Anthony. Let me have a look. Hold on a second. Where have you gone? Listening but cooking dinner. I've got to just say, I was showing earlier on the afternoon show, we have got amazing Zodiac bags made up by Rich, myself, and Leslie, and they're going in our gemstone shop shortly. We just need to get a photo shoot. Gem, I need to message you about that one. Davina, help. And also, we've got amazing packs, which is to help all of you out of there. Let me have a look. We have got star sign packs and element ones, but also if you've just had a baby, if you've just had a divorce, we've got the pack of healing stones for you, because gemstones are something that have been used for centuries, and we're going to do some shows on them, guys. I want to know exactly what your favorite gemstones are or what you need. Thank you, Alex. Don't forget, everyone, to check out the latest editions of the amazing Lengro magazine and share away. We love that. Laura is there. Hello, beautiful. So many amazing cards for everyone to see. Laura, why don't I send you a code when the gang come on, and you can bring up a couple of cards at the very end of the show, but only if you promise to pour a glass of wine. Those of you who don't drink or can't, please don't join in. There are other drinks available, so we can show a couple of cards to end the show on a high. I can't contain it. Okay, oh, you're having a glass of fizz. You need to get another one. We're doing a wine testing. The crystal packs are very exciting. Sonia Lewis, may I pick you a card, please? Also, looking at my notes, the new moon in Libra, October the 16th, that's going to help you with emotional issues, okay? So, Sonia, write down for you the 16th of October. Don't care what you do, how to reflect. You can go out and dance naked if no one can see you in the back garden, but go and give up the ghost of the past and move on, okay? New moons are better than full moons, but sometimes, I've said it before and I'll say it again, you just have to rip the plaster off. This card wants to come out and it's one card, so it's a powerful message for you. Do you feel, Sonia, that since you either changed jobs or stopped working, that you lost a lot of you? Was your job or your profession or your vocation a big part of who you are? Because if it was, and you're missing that slice of your life. There's many things that you can do to find positivity for yourself and positivity for others as well. Somebody with a card like this, knowing that you're a Cancerian, you could always help the Samaritan's lines. You could always do the service where you talk to old people who don't have family members. But there's something about the caring there as well. So tell me if I'm right. I will be dropping some readings in later on in the show as well. Lynn Snooker loves the sneak preview of the card. Oh, should we? Should we? Nicola Marmont says, thank you, Claire. That's 100% true at the Mo. Been going through something, but we'll get through it, and looking at doing a psychic development course and tarot card course. Guys, I will be doing in the Claire Lengro School of the Esoteric. Haven't got the name for things apart from the tarot yet. A course on how to develop clairvoyance, a beginner's guide to tarot, every level for tarot that you could want, learning the cards, and how to use a crystal ball. Because how many of you know how to use a crystal ball? We talk about gemstones, we talk about the power of crystals, don't we? I have, guys, when I've been desperate and my mother and I went to America to work, we forgot our crystal ball, and we did actually work with and use a glass of water. So here's a tip. Tonight, take all of your devices away from your bedside tables, okay? And put a glass of water on your bedside table. If you like the lottery, stick your lottery ticket under the glass of water. Why not? But when you go to sleep that night, see what your dreams tell you, guys, and wake up and remember to feel in a positive mood. But take the glass of water and pour it down the sink. It is not to drink, okay? Helen Alan Will, that's it. Nicola Marmont, I'm a Taurian. I can't wait anymore, guys. I've got to look at my schedule. Can I just say as well, Law's Clause delivered to me today. As you know, next month is my birthday, the launch of my tarot cards, Halloween, Honey's birthday, so much going on. So Law's Clause is a site on Etsy that sends you the nails that you can put on, but they also send in the bag everything else you need, the stickers, the antiseptic wipes, nail files, and she's going to be doing a page in our magazine next week. Love Etsy, don't you? Right, let's just put that over there so I don't make too much sound for you guys. I'm going to go back now to being presenter. Who am I bringing on next? Oh, I haven't got a link for this one. All I can say is this is one of the sexiest women I know who likes to get beneath the covers and has a few words to say on love tonight. Let's have a look. Hello.
Hello. How are you?
I am very well indeed. I'm rather tired from a long week, as I think that everyone is. I think everybody will be counting down how much my half a glass of wine can last. Linda likes a tip on the water. So let's have a look. We've got someone coming on later who's got a bit of a link because they were inspired by the book, The Secret. And I know that you and I share the love of books, but have you read the book and did it inspire you? Did it inspire any of you guys out there?
Well, I read the book quite a few years ago, and I wasn't sure about it, but that's because of the stage I was in my life, I think. And then I read it again last year, and I absolutely loved it. And it just changed the way I am every single day. Because the message is, if you believe, you will receive. And it's such a positive, amazing book. Everybody should read it.
Now, there's two things I wanted to say here. First of all, not a lot of people know this, but lovely Jack here, every morning when I wake up, I have an affirmation that she picks for me from a bowl. Don't you, Jack?
I do, yeah. Yeah, so I have a little little jar, and I take one out for you, and I send that to you every morning.
You do. And I've got to tell you, it makes all the difference. I'm just thinking, Jack, I mean, what ways can we encourage people to have an affirmation? My way of giving an affirmation is that when I write your horoscopes, as I have for over 30 years now, my mother and my grandmother taught me how to write horoscopes, but I wanted to write them uplifting with a bit of humour, and with view to improvement on things. And I love writing my horoscopes. And today I finished doing my December dailies. So I start on January the 1st horoscopes on Monday morning. But I just love writing them, and you love reading. But the book Secret as well, you've gone a step further because you watched the film, didn't you?
I did watch the film. It's not exactly the same as the book, and it's not supposed to be. It's just the message that's supposed to be in there. But it is a really lovely uplift. It's on Sky. It's a lovely uplifting film. It's not going to win any Oscars, but Katie Holmes is in it, and she's fantastic. And it's a really good film to watch during these times, I think.
Good, because that leads me, not a lot of people know actually, but your role isn't just as one of the head writers for Lengro magazine, you're also one of the heads for Lengro's Leading Ladies. For those of people who don't see the 2 o'clock show, if you can tell people what it's about, and then I'll bring on a little reminder of who else is in it as well.
Yes, so myself, Em from Oz, and Sam, we review films or series throughout the week, and then we bring you what we recommend for you to watch, and we also have our Rotten Tomatoes of what not to watch. So it's just to let you know what you can watch at the weekend, and we love doing it because we absolutely love watching TV, watching films and things. So it's not like work to us. We just love it.
Exactly. So let's have a look. Hold on a second.
You probably won't have seen me.
Hold on. I just need to pause this. I've got a little word from the lovely M. Have a look. This is who you're missing on the 2 o'clock.
My name's Em. Some of you probably won't have seen me before because I'm generally on the 2 o'clock show. I'm afraid I'm never able to make it to the 7 o'clock because it's a little bit late for me with the time difference in Australia. But I wanted to say hi to everybody, and please check out my page, Em's World, in the Lengro magazine. Lovely to meet you all. Take care. Have a great night. Bye.
Oh, I miss her already.
I know. Honestly, it's like a love affair with us lot at Lengro. It really is. Exactly. Look, we are spreading the message. I think anybody that can give an affirmation for positivity, and you certainly do to me, Jack, and on your page, it's a good thing, isn't it? So what affirmations or what sort of positive tips do you have if you're feeling really down? What do you draw on? Is it your bowl of sort of affirmations?
Yes, and I think it's how you wake up in the morning. You decide, because I've got it written down here, decide every morning that you're in a good mood, and that really, really does work. Even if I'm out, if I'm walking the dog, I might be a bit miserable or a bit low. If I smile at someone or say hello, they smile and say hello back, and that just changes your whole mood.
Exactly. Love the way that you give me a link, Jack. So, if you smile at somebody, they could also be single, couldn't they, Jack?
They could.
And what would we do here at Lengro with a single person?
Well, we've got a new show coming up called Love Stars, and this all happened on one of our lives, didn't it? One of our Saturday morning lives. We had a lovely gentleman on there who happened to be single, and a lovely lady, and they both lived in Australia, and they were having a chat throughout the whole show, and we thought, there's an idea. So we've come up with this great show called Love Stars. So I'm going to be mentoring the boys, and Em's going to be mentoring the girls. So if anybody wants to, if you're single and you're looking for love, then email Claire and come on the show, and we'll use astrology, your star signs, to see if you're compatible. We'll see what your interests and things are. I think the one thing is we've got lots and lots of ladies and not so many men. And I think men are a bit shy, maybe not quite sure, but honestly, we'll be very gentle with you. And we've got our expert, Mitch Jenkins, who will be coming in, and he's the voice coach. So he'll be giving you confidence tips, what to say on the first date. So there'll be lots of mentoring going on, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be great. You can't meet people nowadays. You can't go out to the pub or clubs or anything. So this is the perfect way to meet who might be the next love of your life.
Exactly. And who knows where this show can go, guys. You have Mitch, who is great at organizing a format. We have our 2 great mentors, and you have me to match you through the magic of astrology, so you don't have to go through that 3rd, 4th date and not know. But I will tell you straight away whether they're a cheater, whether they're a keeper, or whether you might need a bit more of this rose quartz here. But for the moment, somebody who radiates the love of rose quartz is the lovely Jan Bray, of course, who talks about foods that heal. And she's managed to join us tonight from her home in Devon. Let's have a look if we can bring her on. There we go, Jan. How are you doing?
Okay, thank you. Yeah, okay. It's not been the best of weeks, actually. I had a diagnosis of my chest complaint, which has been ongoing for a very long time. And the reason I got into my healing foods, it turns out that I have a TB-related chest complaint. It's the kind that I can't pass on, which is a good thing. Hi, Stuart. Yeah, it kind of knocked me sideways, to be honest with you, and yeah, I'm doing all I can to keep positive because that's me. And actually, for me to share this information with you, it's something that I don't do. Only my close friends and family know me, know how I am, and so yeah, to do this is a big thing. I think it's probably healing thing for me to do also.
Jan, I think you are an incredibly brave woman, an inspiration to all. And the last week, your journey, that you've shared with us, and Jan would like to share this with you. Let's give Jan some support, because I know she supported many of you with your health issues as well. But one thing is, Jan, we are sometimes there to sort of teach everybody a lesson. And if there's anybody that can fight this, then it's you. Could you just remind us of it, because I am wondering whether there's anybody else out there that has suffered from it or knows anybody that's suffering from it.
Okay, so the official name is non-tuberculosis mycobacterium. And if anyone else out there does have it, I would be really happy to link up. I've tried looking for a support group online, but only quickly. I haven't sort of gone into it, which I will do. Yeah, so if anyone, can pass any tips on to me, then I would be really grateful. Thanks.
That's absolutely fantastic. Jack, could you read some of those messages for me, please? We've got some lovely messages of support there.
Helen Allen is sending you lots of love, Jan. What else have we got? Catherine Kelly, Jan sure is an inspiration to us all. What else have we got? I can't go down any further.
All we know is everybody is giving you their support.
Yeah, there's lots of support and love out there.
Yeah, and I would love it, if when you're feeling well on the days that you still come and spread your light and love, because it really does work both ways. But Jack, you've got over major health trauma as well, haven't you? So you're probably one of the best people to speak from, being on the side where you feel like this to getting through it as well.
Yeah, I mean, I've had cancer twice as well. But Jan, ever since I've known you, you've always been positive. You've always, you help us daily. With you put affirmations on. It's amazing, and even sharing your journey, with us, it's a wonderful thing for you to do. So thank you so much. But I think also it's important to tell people that even though you're strong and positive, like I am, sometimes it's not always great. Sometimes you do have your low points. Like today wasn't a good day. It's okay. It's okay to feel low, isn't it?
Yeah, that's true. I had a conversation with your friend Trevor this afternoon, and I must admit, after speaking to him, because this morning I thought there's no way I can go on and talk to people because I feel quite tearful. But after speaking with him this afternoon, I thought, no, I am going to go on, because if I can be an inspiration, if I can help other people, then that's my job. I've got to do that.
And I think you are definitely an inspiration. And I think when you're given that sort of news, you, being a mum and whatever, you have to be strong, don't you? You have to put on a brave face. You can't allow yourself to fold. You have to be strong for the kids and everything else. And really inside you might be dying, but you have to put on this brave face. But sometimes you just do want to have a cry, and that's absolutely fine. But also putting on that brave face helped you to be strong, doesn't it? Helped you to get through the day.
Yeah.
I also think that sometimes when you have bad news, if you have that fight or flight, the first thing you want to do is to be on your own, to feel
exactly. Yeah.
Let me explain, guys, who Trevor Wales is. Trevor has been very much behind the scenes at Lengro, but he's an amazing writer and counsellor, and his writings on psychology are incredible. So if you click onto Lengro at clairepetulengro.tv, you can actually go back and look at all of Trevor's writings. He can't write every week because he's very busy. But as soon as we heard at Lengro that Jan had an illness had got some bad news with her illness, the first thing we did is we looked for support at Lengro, and it was Trevor who immediately asked if he could have an hour with you. And that goes the same for all of you guys here. Don't forget that in Lengro magazine, there is a place for you guys to comment. You're not alone. It doesn't cost you anything. We have made Lengro magazine to live life the Lengro way. What is Lengro? It's anything you want it to be. And right now, it's, I think for all of you, exactly, Kelly Legg says, how we handle anything is all so important. And Sarah Jordan, who, you've been through some dramas with mum and family, if you don't mind me saying, you come out the other side. And I think by documenting your journey, I think you will absolutely help us all. So on that note, I shall keep you no more, my beautiful friend. Go put your up, and go in the club as well. There is the Claire Petulengro Private Members Club. We all go in and chat. We get lots of advice on things as well. So you will definitely see Jan soon, though. So thank you so much, Jan, for coming on and sharing that with us. Thank you. Right,
Thank you.
I've got to find you to take you off now, Jan. Hold on a second. There you go. Right, Jack, you will be back later to help us with the wine tasting. And I'm just going to read a bit of paper now as well. Lots and lots of love there. So coming on next tonight, guys, is a single mum, an entrepreneur, and someone who over lockdown developed a business coaching program made up of 5 steps. And as I promised earlier, she's offering those steps for free. Let me bring her on. Let's have a look. Hello, good evening to you, Shelley.
Hello.
You were our cover girl today, up for a week.
Yeah, I'm famous.
You're very, very famous. Out there. And here's the lady who made you the cover star. Can I just say, and then I will let you two talk. When I heard that you, Shelley, had a passion for taking an idea and running with it and turning it into a reality, I had to have you on the show. And so I think there's no one better to ask you about your journey than the lovely Jem.
My cousin. Show tonight.
We're all here. It's a bit mad. We've got to behave ourselves. We're live on the internet.
Okay, right. Okay. Sensible head on. Business head on.
Behave, ladies.
But you should have watched. You should have seen us doing the interview. The tangents that were going on.
Brilliant.
It's been brilliant. I've been so desperate to get Shelley on the cover and talk about how amazing she is and the amazing things that she does. And when the topic of positivity came up, I was like, right, this is the one. This is the one, because I've never known anyone as positive as my lovely Shelley. She is just a huge, amazing ball of energy, and she always knows how to cheer me up on a bad day.
Usually involving wine.
Often, but
It's all good.
The alarm was set upstairs for Richard, my man of the month in Lengro.
Oh, love the man of the month, Richard.
Wine that was express delivered for wine tasting a little bit later on. So he's just going to unpop a cork, I think, and I will be quiet, but you might hear popping noise. Please carry on, ladies. Come on.
Okay.
Listen.
We love a pop of a cork, don't we, Shelley?
Pop of a cork.
So let's get down to business a little bit. Tell us about the amazing 5 steps, because I know Claire is desperate to find out a bit more about them.
So in lockdown, I developed Vortex Business Coaching. I've always developed businesses, but because my businesses were in sport over lockdown, they kind of ceased to exist. So the 5-step process to developing a business is you're defining your passion. So that's finding where your ideal clients are, who they are, how you can help them, and why you want to help them as well. And then you find your vision. There'll be vision boards, meditation, goal setting. That's step 2. Step 3 is about being a creator. So you're creating a business model. And you're also using your positive energy and your positive actions to make positive results. Because as Jack was saying earlier, it's all very much around the law of attraction. So the secret is amazing. But using the law of attraction is incredible. And there's 3 books with that Rhonda Byrne's done. I'm obsessed with reading as well. So with the Vortex coaching business, it's about attracting things to you, and that's very much how any business person does it. So step 3 is being a creator. So you create your business model, and then step 4 is using your energy. So your energy is all about going out there and becoming visible. And there's so many blocks, so many self-sabotages, so many limiting beliefs that pop up, imposter syndrome, and all those sort of things. So in the program, what we're actually doing is we're uncovering those and eliminating them. So that's step 4, being using your energy. And then on step 5, it's about seeing the abundance that you've created. Now, you create abundance in everything. Abundance, sometimes people focus on abundance of wealth, but you could have an abundance of gratitude, an abundance of energy, abundance of health, abundance in just life experiences. So it's about enjoying the process, because when you have a business model and you want to get there, if you don't enjoy the process, when you get to the end result, you're looking for that next thing. Whereas if you enjoy the process, when you get there, you can enjoy the result as well. So that's the 5-step process.
Very good. She's got so much to say, isn't she?
I love it. I love what I do. I love helping people.
I could do all night.
That's so true though, Claire, isn't it? It's like you with your tarot cards, and you were saying about it's something that's so exciting, and you've been so looking forward to it for so long that you're waiting, you're just so desperate for that final thing, and you've loved it so much, haven't you?
Exactly. And Catherine Kelly says herself as well, positivity, which is the name of our issue for issue 19. Positivity attracts success. And I think that if you don't believe in something, that it's not going to work. I also think that if you do something, I think if you try something in your mind and then you fail in your mind and don't bother trying, you'll never have a reality check of whether it could have worked. And I think sometimes going outside of our comfort zone can be so empowering if we've got the energy as well. Let's have a look. There's something you need to clear up, Jem, which a lot of people are saying. We've got quite a few comments.
Oh yes, you can comment on the Lengro magazine. Right down when you scroll right down. You go past, once you finish the article, there's usually some little suggested or related articles that you can read. Keep going down, and then you can comment on it, and we can see what you have to say about our articles. It's nice. It'd be really nice if you can when you read them, because we love to hear your feedback, and we usually take that. Well, we take that all on board, and we run with things like that, and we start pages and conversations and topics up going from what you have to say. So it's really, really nice when you can comment on that.
Absolutely. So you can comment, and the more you comment, guys, the more that everyone at Lengro will interact with you. If any of you would like to do a recipe for Lengro Kitchen, we want to know what you eat. We want you to share your favorite flavors with us. At the top of my Facebook page, there is an email address, and I will pass the emails on to the relevant person. But as we say, in Lengro magazine on claire.lengro.tv, you can comment on every article, and you can also go back to every article as well.
Shelley, I've asked Shelley. She does an amazing garlic chicken. What's the thing? What do you call it?
Chicken with 40 cloves of garlic.
40 cloves of garlic.
You know what? I'm sorry, but you have to keep your chicken for the moment, because you're too important right now with what you're talking about. But you have just committed to do that for the Lengro Kitchen.
Okay.
Then I can't do more. Okay, but
I just let it go now. Stop with the bone, that one.
Everything that you said tonight, it sounds wonderful. It sounds great. How do all of these people watching take it to the next step with you? And no, I don't know about that. Gin and tonic cake. Oh, your mum might like that, Jim.
Oh yeah, sounds
Get
like
your
that.
mum to make it. So next week, obviously I have coaching programs, coaching packages, but next week I am hosting a 5-day free challenge to kickstart your business mindset. So that covers a strategy per day, and you get challenges. It's on Facebook, so you just have to, I think it's Vortex 5, Kickstart Your Business Mindset. And I think it's in the link there, look, right there. Okay, so, and it's free. And you don't have to sign up, but you're going to get so much out of it, because my mission in life is to prove that anybody can open a business. It doesn't matter who you are, where you are, what you're doing, and anybody can achieve. You can be, do, have, see absolutely anything. And with the right support, you can do it. You can do it quite easily in a 5-step process, as most of my clients are finding out. So
Get it in.
Sales Act.
Can I just say, guys, that there is also a full moon in Aries. The full moon in Aries is at 5:05 tomorrow night, tomorrow evening. We then have Pluto turning direct. We have some free help for you here, guys. Don't ignore it. Look at the address below. You can't say that you can't afford it. This is your moment. The full moon can be good or bad. Make it good for you guys.
And if you click on the link that is included in the article at clairepetrolengro.tv, you will also get a 30-minute strategy meeting with Shelley for free, because you are special Lengro readers and Lengro followers.
Oh yeah, get that strategy call booked.
Yeah, but for me, is it like because I work at the magazine? Is that like when I used to work for OK and you can't enter the competitions yourself? I don't like that. That's not fair. Let me go on to a different one. I would love you ladies to stay around, if you would, for some wine tasting in just a little bit. But I was just talking about the full moon, wasn't I? And I know somebody who's going to be, should we say, experiencing the full moon tomorrow night.
Do you reckon she'll be dancing naked?
Well, do you know, it wouldn't surprise me, because she has covered herself in chocolate before for shows. But she does do full moon ceremonies. I'm going to bring on the amazing Amanda Waring, and I will bring you girls back in a moment. Sit back, have a drink, girls, and I'll see you in a moment. There you go. Let's have a look. It takes me time, guys. I'm nearing 50.
Where's Amanda?
I need to. Oh, sorry, I couldn't find Amanda, but I did find somebody called Conchita.
Oh, little one, how did you guess? It's so nice to see you. Oh, darling, we're waiting for this full moon. It's going to be very fabulous, very exposing, very invigorating, you get rid of the crap and you bring in the light of the good. And forever and ever, you will be in your divine power.
I would try to do as good a voice as you, but I cannot. But I did get out for later my finest Venetian crystal indeed. Please do make a note of Shelley's address there, and I'm sure she will put it up after the show as well. Let's go on to the comments, because I know that you will have had lots of hellos. Yes. Do you want me to read them out for you, darling?
Oh, of course. I never read my own. Never.
I've got from tonight, look. Hello, Amanda from Stuart. Leslie Anthony, time to charge my crystals too.
Yes,
Leslie bought me an amazing charging pad for crystals that doesn't need to go outside. It is absolutely beautiful. Pat Taylor says hello.
Hello, my love.
Shannon says, ooh, full moon.
Yeah.
She says, hello, my lovely friend. Oh, and by the way, Lengro's Kitchen, whoever said about the gin and tonic cake, Linda Ann Routledge says yes, so please send it in to me. Anyway, let's get to business.
Yes,
what
go
are you
on.
doing tomorrow night?
Well, tomorrow night. So every new moon and full moon for the past 10 years, pretty much, I have been leading women's ceremonies at the time of the full moon and the time of the new moon. So normally I would have about 20, maybe 30 women come and be with me, and I would take a ceremony which would be very much about empowering women. And at the time of the full moon, it's a time to really let go of what you don't want And really, as you said, things come up, don't we? Our stuff comes up. You know, women tend to be in sync with their periods at that time of the full moon as well. And we would have moon lodges. You know, we would come together as women and we'd be this incredible powerhouse, or vortex, to use Shelley's fantastic word, a powerhouse of women that would be together, that would understand how we're feeling, and we would grow like our psychic abilities. That's what we would do, and we would grow our power and our understanding. And it was a really sacred time, and we've kind of lost that understanding of the rhythms of the moon and how that affects us physically, emotionally, spiritually. So with the ceremonies, what that does is that brings people back into alignment. They will write down on pieces of paper what they want to let go of, what they want to call in. I will do drumming, there'll be some singing maybe, and we'll have a sacred fire and allow the sort of transformation to take place. So it's very powerful, but also very, it's fun as well. It's serious, but it's also supportive and just lovely. So I have to do this online now.
I love it. I love it. Excuse my coughing, guys. A lot of people watching that have stumbled across this live channel may think that we are a bit cuckoo. We are a little bit cuckoo, but not in what we're talking about, guys. Since the beginning of time, full moons and new moons have been really important. But it's also very big figures in history as well that took the warning of things like full moons and retrogrades. For example, Ronald Reagan, he was introduced to his wife. You'll love this. Ronald Reagan, right, was introduced to his wife, Nancy, by their shared astrologer that they had.
Oh, interesting.
And on days when Mercury was in retrograde or there was a full moon, Ronald used to have a big red cross in his diary, and he wouldn't travel far on those days. So even, I mean, we're talking about an actor that became president here, but you get my drift. I'm saying people who seem like real laymen, and also a lot of my clients, and I'm sure that you'll have a similar story, who are nurses or doctors, always tell me, and you can Google this fact, guys, that the numbers in the hospital, people go crazy. You talk about a werewolf in London. So you need to take your full moon and do what Amanda's going to do with it to bring in the positivity. Don't you think?
Absolutely. Yeah, and work with it, you know, not against it. And also it's that time when you want to be really nurturing to yourself, because you do need to kind of snuggle under a favorite blanket and lie low and listen to your own body, your own heart, your own where you're feeling, you know, to check in with yourself. And people can feel, they can feel quite lost and lonely. And then that peak of that full moon, and as it passes, you then start to feel a little bit better. And then you're working with what you're then going to plant into the new moon. And it's a constant cycle. But then people feel that they're in the rhythm of their own life, and that's much better.
Absolutely. I brought Pooja up for a reason. So tomorrow night we have the full moon in Aries at 5:05. But the thing about October, not only are my cards coming out, mine and Honey's birthday, there are 2 full moons. So on the 1st of the month and the 31st of the month, there is another full moon that will be in Taurus. And we have Mercury going retrograde on the 13th. So whether you believe in astrology or you don't, take it as a tip, try it. And if it works, look into astrology more, because another little secret that Amanda and I have got is we're bringing an online school to you, and there's going to be so many classes that you can gain access to, both by some of us as groups and some of us as solo. But now, do you know what they didn't know, Amanda? They've been saying they didn't know they could comment in the magazine.
Oh, yeah. And I've been commenting away on everybody's articles, and I don't think anybody's even known that I've been doing that either. But it is comment away, because we love to know, don't we, what people think to what we're writing, or to find out their stories. And it's that engagement is what builds the family and grows the family so brilliantly.
Absolutely. Gemma's asking you all for some of your favorite positive quotes and affirmations. Right, and I think I'm going to bring Pooja up again in a moment. Carmen Ingram says animals, I've noticed, are different in a full moon. Animals use their senses more than we do, don't you think, Amanda?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. My dog, who's with me right now, Indy, she gets very, very barky at full moon time. I mean, not just because I'm banging a drum, but she gets quite. She's sort of slightly on alert, and she's very, very protective of me. She's a gorgeous, gorgeous border collie. So yeah, she definitely feels it. The hedgehogs come out, and there's deer that come out at the field as well, and they're also, I think all the animals come more to the fore when the full moon's out as well.
Absolutely. And if you are in my private members club, you will have seen Amanda when she takes us to get down at one with the earth. And if you're not in the members club, let me tell you, you're missing out on some really, really good things there. I brought Pooja up for a reason. Pooja comments often on all our lives, and I think she's had a really tough time lately. And what I want to do before we sort of get fun with wine or whatever and bring the rest of the gang back on is Pooja, if you would be so kind as to comment so both of us can help you, then I would love to draw you a card tonight. But I would also love Amanda to give you some advice, because I see you reaching out a lot and I can't help but feel like I've ignored you a little bit. So while you comment, Pooja, let's have a look at what Stuart says. He says this, Amanda, tell me your thoughts on this. Dreams, sleep, mood, energy on the whole is all affected by the moon. So we may as well use the moon energy to our benefit because it really, really works. You know, when your moon is at whatever sign your moon is in, that is why it's an uncontrollable reaction, because you know we're out of our control. Whereas the sun stays in our sign longer, we kind of know our sun sign, our moon sign, like that. You know, when you throw that saucepan at somebody, or what, a wreck a chair or whatever. Let's have a look. So Pooja, no, bless you, my darling. Tell if you can tell Amanda something that you want help with, then I will draw you a card while you're typing, because I think we have some wine tasting to get on with, but I have to have time before I bring the others on, and I might bring them on to talk about it as well, because I have to talk more about Conchita, about chocolate the show, and glass half full as well. What's happening? Have to ask Amanda a more of a specific question, because this woman is talented in all areas, but I've just got a feeling I should have brought you two together tonight.
Okay, I love your feelings, darling. You're really correct. And today is interesting, Pooja, because I've just worked with a woman. I do one-on-one retreats for women that are struggling, maybe to find their voice, that you've been having nightmares. Okay, that's not uncommon right at the time of a full moon as well, as Claire will know, but also obviously whatever's going on in your life and globally. So you're going to be incredibly sensitive. You're going to be picking up what's in the ethers. So one of the things that, the global fear that's out there right now, it's very hard unless you've kept your aura, your energy light and bright inside. And one of the things you can almost say to yourself is light, bright energy. And by even saying the words, you're sparkling yourself up. Have a boundary around you, a beautiful, golden egg, something to stop the world, so that then you can actually, keeping of your mum. Yeah. So a loss and a grief, and that's very much, if you do want to talk to me at another date, Claire will set something where we can have a chat, because I work with people, I understand that very much. And I work with people who've gone through loss and are grieving for whatever ways that they need that support and help. So I'll try and see if I can help you with that as well. And I'll do with Claire an actual workshop on working with grief and loss and ways to come through stronger and using that loss creatively to then not only carry a memory on, but also inspire yourself to live again.
I love that. Jackie, could you please send Laura a code immediately, please, if that's okay? I've picked out in my pack here the Hanged Man card for you. And now that I know that Laura's actually watching, I hope she won't be angry for me for showing this card. The Hanged Man, what is he? He's existing, he's filling in time. But actually, there is a real emotive sort of psychic spiritual feel to him as well. Your mum's died, Pooja. You're hurting from your mum, a tummy ache, and I'm sure if Laura comes on, she'll confirm this as well. It's the obvious place that you're going to get pain. That's where you're feeling the pain at the moment. I have to say it, you have to celebrate your mum you're going through a metamorphosis at the moment. And I think what we need to do is take the pain from your mum's death, and you need to go through a process. So there are lots of steps there. You've got the help of wonderful Amanda. Shelley has offered you a 5-step course for free with a personal one-to-one session as well. So there is no reason at all. But that's one of those cards for you, Pooja. And we really do wish you lots of love. Right, let me bring on, I'm going to surprise her now. There's Shelley. Let's bring on the gang.
Come in, number 7.
That's what she does, Shelley. Catches you by surprise.
I was just having a quick drink. I was like,
You're still up.
You've got to be ready.
I'm my tarot board for the moment, because at the moment this let's have a look, hold on, this show is kind of over to you, because I don't really know about wine tasting.
Okay. Well, I'm going to share, whilst it's in my head, there's a positive phrase which I use in my show, glass half full, plug, keeping my hair in my mouth instead of wine. It's whether the glass is half full or half empty. I'd want to know who the hell's been drinking my drink.
That's what I'd want to know as well.
I'll tell you, mate.
Cheers to that.
On that note, we have Claire and I. Hello, and Stuart, I can see your thing, and we will go back to that at another time.
Yeah, we will come back to that. Definitely. And Pooja, if we've lifted your night and made you a little bit more positive, then we here at Lengro have done our job. So Shelley, what do you think of Lengro Live then?
it's really good. It's really good. It's really interactive. I like the fact that you do all of like the readings and things like that. It's really lovely. I'd like to come back.
Well, we would love to have you back. But
She said it, Claire. She said it.
Yes.
But she might not say that to him when she's saying what a cheap date I am. So, Amanda, what do we do now?
Right. So Claire and I have been given some wine from wonderful friends of mine who run Red Fox Wine, which is they're just gorgeous. It's a family-run wine. And we have a red and we have a white. Now, all the other lovely Lengro ladies don't have the same wines as us, but they do have some wines in front of them and probably been drinking them whilst we've been talking. But what I've been given is some tasting notes. So really this is for Claire to see. Claire, I would like you to take one little sip of your red wine, please. We're not going to know the name. Okay, just have one sip.
Are you sure that it's the red? Yes, that's the red. Okay, so.
You can tell by the colour.
Careful, Amanda. She was a gypsy.
Yeah.
She hasn't started yet, so I'm keeping a close eye. Right, good. So just have a little sip, and I will too, just to join you because it's polite.
Yeah, because no one likes to drink alone.
Wow.
No.
You sent good wine.
Right, good. Well, now listen, all of you, listen to the descriptions. I might have to do Conchita for this. But you have to choose which one you think it is. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. So psychics out there, join with Claire and see if you can really get the flavor, the flavour, the taste. So is it red and dark fruits, cherry, blackberry, blackcurrant, licorice and black pepper, flavours of ripe, fleshy red and black fruits with long persistence, rich body, velvety tannins and a good acidity bringing freshness? Is it that one? Join in with Claire's taste buds scene. Or is it a medium-bodied Ganache Noir with a dark berry and raspberry aroma, intense honeysuckle and cherry taste and coffee finish with soft tannins? Number 2. Or is it number 3? This wine presents a deep, consistent red with beautiful purple tints. Its nose is powerful, mingling violet and peony with cherry and spicy notes of pepper, licorice and leather. Very smooth and leather. Lick the sole of your shoe and you'll know what we're talking about. And leather, very smooth and balanced on the palate. Its fruity aromas give it a powerful length. Okay? Or
Not take any more, Amanda.
I'm just thinking about it. Okay. Or is it scents of spices and wild berries, dry in the mouth with an elegant tannic note? Okay. So there you go. That's your number 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, I've
Would
got
you
a-
like me
Amanda, it's like erotic fiction.
I know. What can I say? It's just the way it
Well,
is.
one does often lead to the other, doesn't it, ladies? And
So a stitch in wine saves nothing.
let me go.
I reckon it's number 3.
Number
Number
3.
two. Number 2.
Number 3.
Number 2.
Oh,
What do you think, Mum?
Laura doesn't know she's on screen. Hi, Laura.
Hello.
Okay. It was
Okay.
the last one. It was the very last one. So none
the
of
last
you,
one.
like, none of you joined.
Hold on. I'm
Taste
the only one drinking it, and I didn't vote.
Oh, Judy put number 4.
I
Wait,
really
can
like.
I do that?
But what
Can I
was,
please?
what
Can
was
I please show the wine or not?
Yes, now you can, of course, reveal the wine.
So this red wine is probably the most full-bodied. I would say it was a wooden casket. It does have a cork in, so I could be right. It's like a meal in itself. It was velvety, so I would have said number 1, but actually you all said 3, so you were right. I'll be quiet.
Well, it is number 4, so no one was right. So that's that's good. We can all chat. We like to chat.
And
So,
this is- can I just say this is redfoxwines.com as well. Amazing delivery, fast delivery. I think I got it within a few hours. So if you're desperate, it's a good one too. Okay,
and
next.
for the winter, is that right? You happy to do the white? Do you want to do the white as well?
I would, but I would also like to see before I taste mine how each of the ladies would taste their wine if they were trying to be posh.
What do you mean trying? What do you mean trying to be?
Yeah, I said crying, Gems, crying.
I'm always posh, me.
I'm Gemma's daughter.
Gem. No,
Mummy-
Jem, you've got to go like that. Sniff it first.
Oh yes, and then sniff it out. That's very.
Seppo.
Oh, this smells very different. Oh, I'm not sure. Oh,
It's a cheeky one.
it's a bit of a tricky one, this one. I wonder what the descriptions are. I'm a bit worried now. I love the red. Right. So, oh, this is interesting. Okay. So this wine possesses a brilliant golden color, which you can't really see through my purple glass. Sorry. It's
It looks like another red wine.
I know.
Yeah, you'd like this.
But its nose is fresh and floral with citrus notes. In the mouth, the wine is soft and round with a great length again. And then I don't know why you're laughing. I don't know what wine tasting and Red Fox wine. I'm very upset because this is important. And these are gorgeous wines. I'm not kidding. Right, this one. This is the next description. Lime limpid. This is literally the description. Lime limpid, green reflections, praying its roots on an attractive golden frame. Nose is minimal lemon, floral and fruity. Has many facets. But I date that one. I think that.
Maybe it's the way you're reading.
Right, now we've got to, hang on a minute, this, let's try this one. A nice, fresh, crisp and zesty with aromas of citrus and passion fruit. Intense flavours of lime and gooseberry.
Oh, this sounds up my street.
The right one.
That's what this one tastes like so far.
Oh, is that's a one for me.
I said
Well,
to you,
you
didn't
know what?
Cheeky.
Cheeky, and you did get that right, my darling. I'm very, very, very impressed. Well done. All of you that guessed the last one, no wine for little ones, and everyone has to drink responsibly, obviously. So don't spill any. That's my drinking responsibly. But no, obviously be responsible. And I hope you enjoyed your wine tasting through the virtual reality. And
Hello.
Red Fox wine. Thank you. Comment Red Fox if you're watching.
Amazing.
Well,
They sound truly mind blowing, Amanda.
it was absolutely amazing. I'm going to take you off one. Actually, I might leave us all on, but I do want to catch up with Laura. Laura, I want to pretend like I'm on phones now because you know I like playing with content. Hi, Laura. Yeah, how you doing in the office? How's it going?
I'm good. Yeah, work to the bone. No, I'm joking.
You must have an awful boss.
She's terrible. She cracks the whip. She is. No, I'm joking. I love you, really.
I love you too. And you will be back live with me next week for full-on readings and lots more that you're going to unveil about where you're going next as well. So let's have a message of positivity from you all, from me while I do the controls, sending all our love. Somebody asked how to join the private members club. Just click on my website. You'll see private members. It should also be at the top of my Facebook page. I wish you all luck and love. I'll be back tomorrow night at 7 o'clock for a casual live. But let's have a message of each of you. And let me take everyone off. So we're just going to say goodbye. Go on, guys. Say it.
So instead of living each day as if it was your last, live each day as if it was your birthday, and celebrate everything whilst you can with a glass of wine if you want to.
Yay!
Is that me?
Shelley, over to you.
Thank you so much for having me on. And earlier on, Gemma said about a quote. And I think when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. So when you're positive, you receive more positive. So definitely change the way you look at things. And that's Wayne Dyer, and he's amazing.
Absolutely lovely. Thank you
That's a
so
good
much.
one. Me, I read one actually when I was looking at some stuff, and I read one that was really nice that I thought was just really pretty and really uplifting. And it was about happiness often sneaks through the door that you didn't realise you left open.
Oh,
I thought that was really nice, like when you're not expecting it.
I want Pooja to really take that on board. Yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely. And Jan, what would you like to say to everyone this evening?
So I put this on my page the other day because it's just how I was feeling. You always have a choice when life knocks you down. You can stay there, or you can just get right back up again.
Good one.
Absolutely love it. I'm going to move over to your left again there. Casey, sorry, darling, I left you out. This is the editor of Lengro.
Yeah, she just said to me, I've got one, she said.
Absolutely.
You are stronger than you think, smarter than you know, and braver than you think.
That's one of our favourite ones. We've got that one on our wall, haven't we?
Jack,
Yep. So I've got this on my phone. Isn't it amazing to think that some of the best moments of our lives haven't happened yet? So no matter how bad you think things are now, they will get better.
We've got that one too. We love that one as well, don't we?
absolutely love that. And so I'm going to leave the hardest working of the Lengro crew for the last few weeks, Laura, to say goodbye and to give you a message as well while I take us out. Over to you, Laura.
So the one I would use, and I've been sharing recently, is you are the architect of your life. You build its foundations and you choose its contents. So you're in charge. It's your life. So you choose what you want to build around.
Absolutely love that. And make as much noise while I take us out, guys, and say goodbye.
Bye.